If you were a Dunkleosteus suddenly appearing in the modern ocean, could you reclaim your position at the top of the ecological niche? You are a Dunkleosteus, the absolute god of the Devonian ocean 380 million years ago, the most perfect and brutal killing machine of the placodermy class. However, in your first week of unexpectedly arriving in the modern shallow sea, you feel an unprecedented sense of frustration. The prey of this era, those true bony fish that have evolved to the pinnacle, are agile, quick, turning and nimble, with burst speeds far exceeding yours, an antique from the Devonian period known for being heavy and sluggish. As an adult specimen who has just crossed through space-time and has not yet fully adapted to the environment, the heavy bony armor you were once so proud of has now become the most fatal burden. Your thick, solid rear body and low mobility torso structure make it impossible for you to capture any of the flexible, darting schools of modern fish. A fierce hunger burns in your internal organs. This brief frustration brings you to a complete realization: in this modern ocean where speed and agility are paramount, you do not need to chase any prey in vain. You only need to settle down and become an impregnable shallow sea fortress, waiting for enemies to come to you. The next 5 years are a period of extreme forbearance and subjugation of the sea area. You dive into the dimly lit, complex terrain of the continental shelf's deep twilight zone, keeping your massive body firmly against the seabed, disguised as a deep iron boulder rich in seaweed and weathered by seawater. You completely subvert the active patrolling foraging strategy of the Devonian period, locking your targets onto the heavy armored benthic organisms at the bottom of the modern ocean. Giant king crabs, rock lobsters with hard shells, and slow-swimming adult sea turtles. As long as they rashly enter the 1-meter death radius around you, you will instantly burst into action, activating your fatal massive jaws. You are never a picky eater, and you don't need to chew at all. The extremely strong negative pressure water flow generated by your snapping, massive jaws sucks the prey, shell and all, into your mouth in one go. Immediately following, the pair of sharp bony nathal plates, like heavy-duty hydraulic shears, instantly crush and shatter all the hard shells. The dull, crunchy sound of breaking at the bottom of the sea becomes a terrifying nightmare that lingers in this reef for years. More strangely, you retain the primitive and brutal digestive mechanism of the Devonian period. Your ancient, primitive stomach bag cannot completely dissolve the high-density shells and hard, residual bones of modern organisms. Every few days, you forcibly regurgitate the piles of pale, shattered bones and undigestible debris accumulated in your stomach. These high-density, hard bone fragments settle on the seabed. After 5 years of forbearance, layers accumulate around your lair, gradually forming small, pale, miniature bone mountains. This graveyard of white bones, cast by your own hands, has become a death zone that all benthic organisms in the entire sea area fear and dare not cross. In the 5th year, you finally shed all juvenile characteristics and grow to your full 6-meter adult form. You are not a weak and slender giant fish, but a heavy shallow sea tank with a body weight exceeding 2.5 tons, covered in thick, heavy, plate-like armor, with dense, solid muscles and terrifying explosive power. On this day, you slowly move your heavy torso to return to the open shallow sea and encounter the ultimate ocean predator of this era, which has evolved speed and piercing power to the extreme, an adult swordfish with a body length of 4 meters and a maximum sprinting speed of 90 kilometers per hour. As the top speed expert of the modern ocean, this swordfish is accustomed to using its signature hard, long sword-like upper jaw to ram, pierce,